So my goal here is to tell you 10 CV blunders that people make. And I'm sure if you work on these things, it will increase your chance of getting your dream job drastically. It will increase that chance dramatically. Now, I've been in HR field for a while, and I've seen many things. I've seen many CV blunders. Now, put yourself in the shoe of an employer that you have 2,000 CVs in your mail that you need to review in the process of hiring for a particular position. How much time do you think you would spend reviewing each CV? If you spend 2 minutes on each CV, that means you spend 4,000 minutes. That's about 66 point something hours. Does any employer have that luxury of time? I bet you no employer, no HR will spend that much time reviewing CVs just to hire a particular person. So the goal of a CV is not to make your HR or whoever is reading the documents read everything. Your goal is to magnet their gaze in as minimal time as possible. The purpose of a CV is to generate an interview. It will not give you the job. So don't think the CV alone will get you the job. It is only a step in getting a job. The basic purpose of a CV is to generate an interview, is to make your employer meet you before they meet you, is to incite interest in the heart of whoever is looking at that document so that they can at least want to meet you. That's the purpose of a CV. So keep that in mind. Now, another thing I would like to say is this. There is a difference between CV and resume. I shouldn't say anything though, but just for the sake of knowledge, let us make that let us clear that here. A CV is a more detailed document. It contains your professional history, your academic history, the things that you have done, the books that you have written, the projects you have managed. So it's usually more voluminous. A resume is usually brief. In fact, in this part of the world, what we refer to as CV most of the time is actually resume, but it's okay as long as the work of communication is done. CV actually means curriculum vitae. Resume is resume. They are both not English words basically, but we've adopted them greatly. So that being said, let's get straight to the point. Just 10 CV blunders that people make. Now, number one mistake people make is in their address. I've seen many CVs that didn't take me 2 seconds to look at. Reason being that the address of the person is not adapted to the location of the job role. I mean, the job role you are vying for is in Maryland, Lagos. Now, the address on your CV is Kwakwanso in Kaduna. I mean, I don't know if that kind of place exists. Me looking at the CV, I know that you are not in the location of the people. It will be difficult for you to come to work from Kaduna every day. So I won't even bother looking at the rest of things in your CV. So the first point is this. Even if you don't stay in the locality where the job role is, you have friends in that locality, you have uncles, you have relatives. Call them and get their address at least. Let the address on your CV be at least in the same city with the job role you are applying for. It saves the employer, when he looks at your name and your address, at least he can say he would know this person is suitable for this job. At least he won't be coming home late. Make sure you adapt the address on your CV to the address of the job you are vying for. You've had a joke where they say in every company in Lagos, someone lives in Ikorodu. I'm sorry, Ikorodu people. It's just we trying to say someone lives so far from work and then they have to come late every day, and they say, you know how Ikorodu road is, you know how Ikorodu road is, you know how my 12 road is. So every employer, even though they are looking for someone to employ, wants someone who is going to be punctual. And one of the things that influences punctuality at work is how far your residence is to your place of work. So don't put an address that is not in the city of the job role you are vying for.